It's time to Ask a Lawyer with Yasmin Young and attorney Josh Ramos of Ramos Ramos, Attorneys at Law.
All right, so our first question today is coming from Dorothy P. via WBLK.com. She says, I've been working at my company for 35 years, doing a lot of typing. I got carpal tunnel and I have to go to the doctor and wear a brace. Do I have a case against my job?
Dorothy, I think you 100% have a case against your employer. You have a nice workers' comp claim that you could file. In the workers' comp arena, there's two different kinds of cases. One is an accident, such as you're driving for your company and you get hit, or the other one's an occupational disease, such as I was working on a conveyor belt and using my arms all day for 10 years, and all of a sudden my shoulder degenerated and I have a shoulder problem. Same thing for typing and carpal tunnel syndrome. It sounds like you have an occupational disease. We would file a claim. You have 2 years from the date you get diagnosed with carpal tunnel to file this claim. So my advice is always file the claim as soon as possible, because you don't want to delay this any more than it needs to be, because at the end we want to get you treatment, we want to get all your bills paid, and if you have to take time off for any treatment, you want to make sure you can get paid for that as well.
All right, our next question is from Dennis T, and I'm sure this is relatable to quite a few people here in Buffalo. He wrote, me and my wife were going to the movies and we hit a pothole in Buffalo. It damaged my rim and tire. Can I sue the city or have them pay for the damage?
Dennis, I'm going to give you some bad news here. Unfortunately, suing the city for a claim such as a pothole or a slip and fall, or you tripping over something, is one of the toughest cases you can possibly prove. New York State has a really defendant city-friendly law that says the city has to have prior written notice of an issue. In your case, you would actually have to go file a claim within 90 days of this incident happening, and then on top of it, if you find out or the city goes and reviews their records and there's no prior written notice of this pothole, they can disclaim your case right away, and they're not responsible for any damage to your car, or even if it was a pothole that was significant enough to cause a crash or a collision, they're not responsible either.
All right, and our final question via WBLK.com, where you can also submit your questions, is coming from Juan R., who wrote, I've been paying child support, but my job cut my hours and I'm not making the same amount of money. My son's mother lives out of state. I live in Buffalo and we don't have a good relationship. We don't speak really. How do I get my child support lowered? Do I need to talk to her to get it done?
Juan, this is probably one of the toughest questions that I've had come to my office time and time again. My first question to you would be, where is that order of child support coming from? You definitely don't need the mom's permission to get this done. For instance, if the order was out of Erie County Family Court, one thing you can do is file a modification of child support, and if this job cutting your hours is at no fault of your own, you can get your child support lowered from the date you file your request to lower it. So, first and foremost, you just have to file the petition in the right jurisdiction. So if the order's out of another state, you want to file it there, and there's probably a lot of good self-help programs. You can call the court, they'll give you a form. But again, the child support does not get lowered until you start the filing. So if you lost your job 3 months ago and file today, you lost your opportunity to reduce your child support over those past 3. So just get into court, whether it's Erie County Family Court or if the jurisdiction is the other state where your mom lives. You want to file that petition and get her served right away, just to get your child support lowered from the date you filed.
For a more in-depth consultation with Ramos Ramos regarding personal injury, workers' compensation, or worksite accidents, call 716-810-6140 or visit them online at ramosandramos.com. You can submit your questions at WBLK.com.